Hello everyone, this is Shubhi Soni. I'm in CA finals and I'm doing my industrial training from Morris Garage, that is NG Motor India Private Limited. So recently I posted about this on my LinkedIn, and after that my inbox is like flooded with the questions that how did I get here, and guidance and reference and a lot of things. Even I'm getting mails on my mail which is on LinkedIn. So I just thought, okay, let me make a video. If people are really this curious, so I should help them, because the time when I was looking for industrial training, I wasn't getting too many content here and there. So that's why I thought, okay, let me take this initiative and make this video. Okay, so and I'll try to cover everything. Even after that, if you feel that anything is left behind, um, I'm starting a community. Basically it's a WhatsApp. I've made a community on WhatsApp where I'll add all the people who has sent their personal messages, or has asked me on LinkedIn, on mails. So I asked them to join that, so that if you have any question, or even if you think a lot in our mind, so for that I've made a community so that we can share whatever you might be thinking, that okay, I'm not getting this, or I'm not getting that. So we'll clear everything there. So if you want, you can join that community. I will provide the link below in the bio, and everybody is welcome there. I'll try to personally reply or talk to like as many people as much I can. So I'll try my best for that. So as of now, let's start with the questions. So the very first question which I'm getting is, how did I get here into the MG? So first, I'm just going to give you a quick reply that how did I get here. After that, we'll talk how did you get into any industrial training. Okay, so I got here in MG through cold emailing, and they got my resume, and fortunately at that time they were hiring for the C industrial training. So my resume got shortlisted, then obviously I got the offer. So this is how I get into the MG, through the cold emailing only. Now I'll explain you how can you get into any other industrial training, because apart from MG I did also got few more offers also. So I'll share that with you all. So a few things which I kept in my mind. I'll start from from where I started my journey. So first of all, you should be very clear that do you want to go for industrial training, or just you want to try your luck. So I was very clear that I want to join the industrial training, like very clear. It was from the time I joined my horticulture, I was very clear that I want to go for industrial training. Okay, so I was eligible to join from October, 1st of October. So from the July, even June, mid June, I started looking for the content, because there are not much content available on that how I'm supposed to start this journey. So in start of July, I prepared my first resume, for industrial training, and for first cover letter. Obviously after, with the passage of time, I made various changes into that, but I prepared my first resume and cover letter in July itself. Okay, then I was looking for content, and I wasn't getting too many content, but fortunately LinkedIn has a lot of content. You can get like not a proper content, but you can get bits and pieces from everywhere. So I used to see various posts with the gratitude shown to Padam Bhanchali. So I just opened his profile, and and I found out that he runs a club named as My Student Club. It's basically a course where you have to enroll. They have a certain limit of students. They enroll those students into the row in the course. I tried to enroll into that course, but unfortunately when I started to apply for that course was closed, so I was not able to. But then I started reaching out to Padam on his LinkedIn, on his Instagram, on his I got his number from his website, and then I messaged him on his phone also, and he's very kind that he he gave me his content. He has this 7-day program not program, in his, like in his whole course there are 7 or to 8 classes, and apart from those there are various live classes also. This content has everything: how you should prepare your resume, what things you should keep in your mind, then how you should reach to the people, how you should connect to the people, how and whom you should connect on LinkedIn, then everything. So I made the amendment in my resumes according to his videos, and after that I started, putting my resume onto the AI or ChatGPT, and used to ask, is there any scope of improvement? So I used to constantly improve my resume. So by the end of July, my resume was almost final. Like from my end, it was final. That okay, this is the resume I'm going to use. So after that, I started applying to all the posts on LinkedIn. Even if the post was like posted way long, I used to take that email and I used to mail them resume along with the cover letter. So this is how it started. I think 15 to 30 days, when 15 to 20 days I did not got any reply. So I thought, okay, maybe I am doing my articleship from mid-size firm, or you get too many questions in your head. There are two sets of company in the in the industry. First are those consultant companies, BCGs, Morgan Stanley. So their hiring process is of almost 3 months. So obviously they hire 3 months prior to your eligibility. So if you are going for that, you should at least start your preparation of resume around, I think, 4 to 5 months before, so that at like when you are eligible, 3 months are left for eligibility, you can, and you have that final resume in your hand. Then if you are looking for those companies, you should start from there. But in my mind, I was really clear that I wanted to go into startups and newly aged companies. So then I, with the passage of time, I started reaching out to people on LinkedIn, and I tried, really I made too much effort. And everybody like, even if you buy a Padam's course or CA Monk course or anybody course, you have to do your own work. They will not do your work. You have to do your own things. They'll only provide you the content, that how should you do it, but you have to do it on your own. So I started reaching out to all the people on LinkedIn, that these companies do not hire on such prior basis. Mostly they hire immediate joinee, or if you are able to join within 15 to 20 days, they hire you. Not much companies give you the time of 2 or 3 months. So even in that period I got 2 calls, but then they wanted me to join exactly like after 15 days. So that was not possible for me. मैं समझ गई थी कि अभी तो I'm not going to get too many calls, but I have to keep track of all the people, so that when I will be eligible, okay, when I will be a immediate joinee, I should remind each and everyone that okay, now I'm a immediate joinee. Many times it will happen to you, and I think for those who are applying, this must be happening with you, that they'll call you, they'll ask all the basic details, that how are you, where are you from, when you're eligible to join, when your attempt is due, and you don't get a call back. So most, like, if they are even interested, they don't call back because of that time constant. So keep those numbers in your tracker, and constantly when you're eligible, call them or mail them if you have mail, or if you, even I did WhatsApp few people that okay. So this is how I did. I used to constantly remind people, even if you have to be like a shameless, don't think that how the other person is going to respond, or that obviously when you ask 100 people, only maybe 10, not even 10, or 5 or 7 maybe are going to reply. Or so just it's okay, you have to accept that everybody is not going to reply. So first of all, you have to keep this in mind, that you should not feel that okay, मैंने तो बहुत कर लिया, there's nothing called बहुत कर लिया. You have to constantly do it. I used to like schedule a mail for a next day to around 30 to 35 mails for a next day, and then I think I used to get 1 or 2 reply, or not even that at a time. But what happens in those 3 months, what I feel is that your resume is circulated to many companies or many HRs that your your chances of getting call becomes really, like, it becomes very higher. So I think that is a really good thing. First, you should prepare your base resume. There is nothing called perfect resume. First of all, keep this in your mind that there is nothing called perfect resume. Almost after a few days, you will find one mistake in your resume, or you will find something to improve. 20 days prior to my eligibility, I made my final resume, that this is the final resume, I'm not going to change anything in this. And this happened after, I think, 10 to 12 attempts of improvement. So there is nothing called perfect resume. You have to constantly improve your resume. So that is the second thing, that you have to prepare your base resume and cover letter, and then you'll constantly improve that resume. Okay. And then third thing is, be very active on LinkedIn. Update everything, all the certifications, all the educations, everything. And then constantly, even if you're not eligible, start making connection from now, or from, like, at least jab se bhi. Even if you're thinking to going for an industrial, you should start making connections on LinkedIn. So this is the third thing. And then fourth is, which is the most important thing, which I feel is really helped me in this journey, is make yourself a tracker. It's not something which someone else will give you, it's your own tracker. A few things which you should keep in mind is that, first is that if you are doing your articleship from a mid-sized firm, do not worry, that don't think that you're not going to get into IT, because obviously we always have that thing that people who are doing their articleship from a mid-sized firm, they might not get into the industry very easily. Yes, that is slightly correct, but not completely correct. It's not like you will not get it. You can get it if you do your best. If you try and do everything, you will get it. There is nothing you can't do. So that's not at all a thing. Yes, obviously that is the one thing that affects in some companies. If you are doing your articleship from mid-size or a big four or any other thing, if you are clear that you want to go into the industrial, do not think too much, just give your best. You can do it. Just your resume should speak for you. Your resume should have everything. Make your there are various things. We'll make another video on, like, what are the things you should keep in mind while making the resume. But this is the prior thing. Your resume should speak for you. Your resume should be number one, like, for you, number one. These were the four things which you should keep in mind. And the fifth thing is content. Okay, now you have prepared your resume, now you have prepared your cover letter, now you're applying for the roles, now you're making all the efforts. Now what about the next step? If you are getting a call, how you're going to tackle that? So first, obviously, in all the companies, there are almost minimum two to maximum, I think, 5 rounds happen. There are few basic questions which will be asked in any interview, irrespective of whatever your level of interview is. The basic questions is going to ask. So just make yourself a list of those questions, and practice those questions yourself. Make yourself, don't रटना नहीं है किसी भी चीज़ को. Just do yourself naturally. One thing which really helped me a lot is that I used to make, like the video which I'm making right now, I used to make myself a video of myself introducing myself or giving answers to the question. So that's how I got the confidence to speak in front of the camera. Now for the content, there are not much content available on YouTube, I'll say that. But yes, LinkedIn has a lot of content. On the LinkedIn, you can get a lot of lists. People, like the tracker which I said, people prepare a list of, mails, numbers. So you will get that. Save those, everything. Just accumulate all the content which you can from the LinkedIn. Even Padam has, posted a lot of content on his profile also. Just search C Industrial Training on your search bar, and then just keep scrolling, going through people's profile. You'll get a lot of content on LinkedIn. The two people which I really is Padam has a one booklet which is a really good booklet, but apart from that I also look for CA Monk. I don't know about now, but at that time there were industrial training program on CA Monk website also, that was free of cost. So that CA Monk's website has really incredible content in the sense that what can be asked in the interview and how you should answer and what you should answer. That they have provided a really good one whole booklet. You can go through that and it's a really good. So for the content part you can refer these two. These are the major 5 things which you should keep primarily in your mind while going for industrial training. Now you can go into each and every items and get depth of it ki agar mujhe, for example, if I'm saying that you should make connections on LinkedIn, then how you're supposed to make the connections, that we'll talk in another video. But these are the primarily 5 things you should keep in your mind. So, and this is how I get here. I know that many times you'll feel ki शायद नहीं हो पाएगा, या फिर a lot of negative things or a lot of questions comes in our head. Even I used to get too many questions when that why I'm not getting any reply, why is anything I'm lacking behind, or what if I don't, just be positive that I will get it. And sorry, 6th but a very important thing is give as many interviews as you can, even if it's not your desired location, it's not your desired company, not your desired domain, not your desired stipend. Irrespective of all 4 things, give as many interviews as you can. It will only increase your confidence. So when that you get that golden opportunity, you'll not lag behind. So give as many interviews as you can. Give mock interviews, ask yourself a question, make a video and give an answer to your own question. Give as many interviews as you can. It will help you a lot. Okay, earlier the things were how you are going to get the opportunity, and this is how you are going to utilize that opportunity. So keep this thing in your mind, and just give your best, so you will get it, don't worry. Okay, bye bye, thank you.